They have a bit of a waiting list of engines to be built.
Holy, what in the world?
That's a lot of RBs.
I'm Larry Chen. I've been shooting car culture all over the world for the past 18 years. From the best builds to the fastest races, I've seen it all. In this series, I'm highlighting the gearheads that inspire me in our generation. We're at Mines. This is a pilgrimage of sorts if you're a big Skyline guy like I am.
You gotta come here. You gotta see this place once at least.
Not so long ago, Paul Walker came here and did the whole tour, had a chance to drive some of the Mines vehicles, and I'm doing the same thing now. I have my R34 here, and I'm just so excited to actually see this place, see where these epic engines are built. And also, we're here to shoot the Built by Legends R33 GT-R, which is a full, complete car that you can actually buy that's tuned by Mines.
Yeah, and we're gonna speak to the founder, Nikura-san, who's actually come over today to open the shop for us. And then we're gonna have a bit of a technical chat with Nakayama-san, who's been building the engines and is responsible for the development of, you know, the legendary engine that powered their demo car that we saw in Best Motoring and all those cool JDM videos.
Yeah, honestly, that's the video that kind of blew it up for them, I feel like. Let's check it out.
Yeah, so not too many people get this kind of access. So you're lucky today. This is the engine room where the engines get assembled. There's many little locations where stuff gets stored and prepped for each build.
Look at this. This is crazy.
So it's a kind of small machine shop just to do the basics. They collaborate with Naprec for all their head work. So, you know, prepping the valve seams and port polish. They have a bit of a waiting list of engines to be built.
Holy, what in the world?
That's a lot of RBs.
You know, the thing I'm worried about is that there was an earthquake this morning. Is this floor even weight loaded for something like this? Jeez, and you know what's crazy to me is these are brand new engine blocks from Nissan in the box, never opened.
Yeah.
RBs, even though RBs have not come in a car from Nissan in so many years. This is crazy. How many RBs are in here?
I think Nakayama-san was saying that he's had up to about 100 blocks in here waiting.
100 blocks?
100 at one time, yeah. Obviously, there's not that many today, but...
I'm so blown away. I can't believe I've never seen anything like that. All right, so we'll talk to Nikura-san and get a little bit of a history and walkthrough about the Mines philosophy. We got Masa here to talk about the R33, but I actually wanted to ask why you went with Mines versus so many other companies to build the R33.
Our concept was to build a perfect, well-balanced street car. And there's no one else besides Mines that can do the job. They've been executing their demo cars, their tuning in that way. So that's why we asked Mines to partner with us to build this BBL Mines complete R33 GT-R. There's a lot of people that might build 900 horsepower, 1,000 horsepower cars, but it's never been about the power with the Mines tuning concept. It's always been a well-balanced, streetable, well-tamed GT-R. And that's what he's been doing from the beginning till now, the concept that we had exactly fit into that category.
Yeah, because for you guys, you want to offer a car that the customer can actually enjoy on the street and also on the track. The thing is, my introduction to mines was watching the best motoring video of Tsuchiya driving the R34 when he was basically saying that it was popping wheelies, you know, over the corners. It just seemed like it was just the craziest build. Like I couldn't imagine even being able to see that car. Why did he want to start tuning GTRs in the first place?
Of course, there was an era where people were competing for top speed, putting in big turbos. But at the same time, there were people that preferred more balanced, more streetable, controllable cars. And he kind of saw the market there. And he remembers Paul Walker coming to his shop. He was amazed with the Mines car's acceleration response rather than the total power itself. So although there was a market for big power, he also found that there's people that prefer the well-balanced GTRs. And GTRs wasn't made for cornering, but he wanted to make it into a all-round good cornering track car and streetable. Yeah. So he kind of built on that first concept and he just kept on doing it for over the years. And he thinks that the fans of his shop grew over the years, understanding the full concept of Mines.
And that's why there's such a long wait list to even get your car here in the shop or even get an engine. For me, you know, I just wanted to thank him for really changing car culture worldwide for the better. Just from being able to drive his cars in video games even has just been such a pleasure, really.
He really appreciates those words. You know, it's probably one of a tuner's dream to be appreciated that much. And, you know, he'll take that compliment to his grave and be happy with it.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Me being such a big Nissan Skyline fanboy, it was already so crazy to go to Mines and see where all those legendary engines were built. The fact that they actually handed me the keys to their brand new R33 GT-R blew me away. And on top of that, it only had 9 kilometers on it. It wasn't even broken in. The engine wasn't even dynoed. It just had a bass tune. So you can bet I drove it very, very slow. I babied it. I was so careful. And I did end up putting about 75 kilometers on it. So we just got back from our drive. Masa and Nakayama-san, they're gonna show us a little bit about this build, especially the underside. Everything looks brand new.
Yeah, we built the car from the chassis up. We took the car apart to its bare chassis and it was taken to Garage Yoshida first. The chassis was redone, put some additional spot welds, reinforced, and repainted.
So right now we have the R33 transmission in it, but you have a brand new R34 get drag transmission just sitting here. That's actually going in as soon as we leave. And on top of that, you have a lightweight carbon drive shaft. So the concept of this seems like it's like a lot of R34 running gear. Mm-hmm. Is that by design?
Yes, it's for improvements without going outside of Nissan. You know, if there's any good parts that we can, you know, transfuse into this car from the R34 or even the R35, we did, and Mines does that a lot. We need the Getlac 6-speed transmission because the engine is much more powerful now. It's never been dynoed, but it should be making 650 to 700 horsepower. So the stock 5-speed transmission would not withstand that.
Tell us about the engine. So what are we looking at here?
エンジンについてもし
特別なところ、全部特別です。
I told him, please talk about the special parts of the engine. He says everything's special.
First of all, I've never seen RB26 with this green color. Why is it green?
The green color comes from the carbon parts, actually. And the green carbon parts, it's a mine signature color. That was kind of put into the engine cover as well.
So did this engine block start off as a new one from Nissan, or was this refreshed from this car?
All the parts are brand new, including the engine block.
It truly is a brand new car. What is the engine specs?
It's a 2.8 liter full complete engine for the BBL car.
And then what kind of engine management?
Stock ECU, but mine's tuned.
Oh, okay. It's incredible that it can make that much power.
The injector has been increased to 700 cc.
35 GT-R のマフセンサー。
And then what about like the cooling? It looks like it's pretty stock too. It's enough?
This one, no stock, brass. No aluminum.
Brass is better.
The mine's same. Mine's demo is a brass.
Really, it's a very special engine. There's no part that's not been changed or that's not been modified, although it looks very stock.
Tell me about the hood. I know this is pretty special.
Yeah, the hood is dry carbon. We installed the signature NASA duct on there, just like the R32 that we had built, just like the R34 that mine had built. We designed the strut tower bar. This is based on the mine's strut tower bar. On the exterior, the hood that you lifted already, the bumper, and the trunk is made out of dry carbon. And this is a one piece.
No way.
You know, we left part of the dry carbon exposed. That's why it looks like a 2 or 3 piece, but it's a 1 piece.
This is really blowing my mind right now. So you have to mask this off and paint it, and then this is
Yes.
painted different,
We
green.
we always drive Yoshida-san and Garage Yoshida crazy because we make all these requests.
I can't believe it. This is truly unbelievable. This piece is so beautiful and it fits so well, like the lines and everything. The underneath, all of this is done so well, made to look like the metal.
Yes.
Painted.
Painted.
That is some flex.
And actually, the front bumper is also one piece too, with the lip,
Really?
if you look closely.
Yeah, okay, let me check that out. So this is all one piece.
Yes, if you remember the R32 that you drove in the U.S.,
Yeah.
that was also a one-piece bumper. It's exactly like that.
Is there a reason why you wanted to make this one piece? Because it would be pretty easy to just use a stock bumper and then have a carbon lower lip area.
Because we wanted to make the entire bumper out of dry carbon, make it lightweight.
The interior is incredible. So this is something that you guys designed to match the exterior.
Yes, again, we're following the mine's green signature color of the dry carbon. So that's why we completed the interior with green and black tone.
And then the seats, they're aftermarket.
Yes, they are.
You have some Mines bits, like the e-brake handle, but you also have your Built by Legends custom shift knob. And tell me about the dash. This looks a lot better than stock.
So when we decided to do the upholstery, we did the whole interior for this car. So we have Alcantara on the dash, the doors, the seats.
It looks honestly better than stock.
Yeah, because we changed the color. We made it black or matte black to match the entire interior theme.
And this is a Mines steering wheel.
Yes, it is.
Pretty much just driving this a couple kilometers on the street today showed me what it would have been like to drive a brand new R33 GT-R. Last thing I wanted to talk to you about is price. Obviously, this is a little crazier than what you would normally offer as a car that you build and then try to sell, because this was a commission car and they really went all the way.
Yes. Price-wise, it would be roughly around 500,000, including the base car.
So the base car, who knows, $50,000 to $100,000, depending on the condition.
Yeah,
maybe
depending.
more,
Yeah.
right? And
This
then,
car was in pristine condition, actually.
so you started with a really nice car.
We started with a really nice car that we kind of had second thoughts about taking it apart because it was in such pristine condition, but we still did.
Mines became famous from people seeing all of the demo cars doing extraordinary things. But it's not like you could just call up Mines and buy the demo car. You can't do that.
No.
That's impossible.
No.
This is the first time that it's finally possible to do that.
I think so.
And that was your 100% intention,
Yes.
right?
I wouldn't say, we were trying to imitate the demo car, but we were trying to make the Mines complete car as complete as possible. To be a Mines complete car, Mines thinks that it needs to be done from scratch. Their concept, their ways of thinking is all put in from the chassis, the engine, the suspension, and the brakes. It's a complete package.